Hi everyone. I have been doing some work on the vegetable garden, the new renovated vegetable garden. So let me get behind the camera and I'll kind of go through what I've been doing. Alright. So we've got the new one here. All I've basically done, I've used red gum sleepers, 3 metre by 50 mil by 200. Just put that side. This side was already here. So I've just put that side on, filled it up, so nice and easy. And I've just used 70 mil bullet head galvanised nails for it. Now this is the second one that's starting, so you can see it here. Now I'm putting a drip system in too, so this is the pathway between the two. And I'm actually going to be, I've been collecting branches and bracken and all other bits and pieces. And I've got a shredder coming tomorrow, friend shredder. So we're actually going to put it all through there to make mulch, so we can mulch up the driveway, or walkway I should say. Now I'm putting in a drip system in here too. So what I've done, now I've just dug a trench out here. So what's going to happen is, I'll show you on this one. You can see I've just got the trench there, which I'll just cover over. And I'm just using bits of wire that I've cut and shaped, old wire that I've cut and shaped into U shapes, and I'm just putting them in just to pin it down along the ground. It'll be buried, so that comes along here. So what's going to happen is that'll come to about here, and then it'll go out into two systems. So I'll have a drip system. Now the water tank is for this one is higher than this. So the drip system will actually be gravity fed, which is a bonus. But I'll go over that more when I do more with it, with the drip system. So I'm just putting it in now. It's important obviously to do it previous to the construction of the walls, so it's all ready to go, so you don't have to dig up or move anything or cut anything. You're all ready to rock. So this is basically it so far. So this one's obviously 1 sleep high. I'm going for 2 sleepers high, and I'm just building it as I get a bit of money and I can afford to put that money into the actual thing itself. So there's going to be 3 beds along here. So I've got the first one, then 1, 2, 3 along there. So that'll give a good crop rotation. 4 beds is good. You can rotate them every 4 years for what you grow in there. And that's basically it. So that's how it's coming along. And I've been planning a fair bit in here too. This garden bed's probably a good example of what you can grow in a small space. In here I've got there's wild fennel, oregano, sage, thyme, tarragon, wild strawberries, silver beet, there's some onions, peas, comfrey, and something else that I can't remember. But like, that's heaps. So this is all kind of sparse at the moment because of replanting and stuff like that. A few things have gone into transplant shock, like I just put that silver beet in yesterday. You can see how limp it looks at the moment. Oh, lettuce. That's the other thing too. We've got mignonette lettuce in there. So once this is all nice and full, it'll be fantastic. Oh, and of course there's a nectarine tree in there too. Forgot about that. So you can fit a lot into certain areas. You know, it doesn't, if you plan it properly and space it out, take into account how big it's going to get, you should be right. So that's a bit of an overview. So that's how it's looking. And as I do more, I'll come along and show you too. Oh, just so I wanted to show you this. I had these lying around, but they're great to use. These are actually quarter angles for things like this. So it runs on a 50 mil sleeper principle. So you've obviously got this sleeper in here, then the next one fits in there. So when you do the other corner, you don't really need to nail it. They'll actually support the whole thing. And then once you fill it up with soil, it pushes it out, makes it nice and firm in there. But I'll come back. Once we do a bit of the mulch, I'll come back and I'll show you, so you can kind of see with the walkways all done. Normally you could put something up there to kind of eradicate any weeds, but it's been dug out and weeded for the last few years in a row, so if anything's going to grow there, it's going to grow now during spring. Nothing's growing there. If you wanted to, you could put a layer of something down, like newspaper or something. You can get, some newspapers do use a soy-based ink as opposed to a lead-based ink, so you can use that. I wouldn't use plastic or anything like that. But yeah, that's it. Cool. I'll come back and I'll be doing this periodically, so every time I do a bit, I'll show you and we'll go from there. And I'll start planting in this soon too. I'm going to actually mulch the top. Hopefully it'll rain a bit and water it in. It'll sink a little bit and then we'll just backfill it from there. Cool. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.